First off, rest in peace, neighborhood nip. I ain't crip, but I'm on that neighborhood shoot. Building business, it's that black owned. If you hustle, better hustle till your pack gone. If you work, better work till your back hurt. And if you rap, make it better than your last verse. Yeah, more lyrics. Stick and move, Javante Davis.
AJ, El Presidente, Eddie Kane University. Hill gon' heal, regardless. You, Buchanan, Bethel High School, by way of 3-Man Weave, LLC.
Michelle, producer, Faith Overseer.
You can catch this wave from the Marlins to the Mariners. Doing things you can't believe. It's the 3-Man Weave.
Wow. You thought we wasn't going to show up? You thought we wasn't going to show up. But we are here with another episode of 3-Man Weave podcast. And we gotta feed the streets. We gotta feed the streets. So I mean, so we can't let the week go by without giving you a little bit of the 3-Man Weave podcast. I am your host, Mr. Williams. Who I got with me today?
You already know who it is, your boy Hill, and Hill gonna hit regardless. I'm so ready for vacation. Oh my God.
I completely understand. And so we will give you a little truncated version. I think that's the right word, truncated version of the podcast tonight. Because we got some, we got a series sweep. We got, the possible, clinching going on right now.
Yeah.
And we had some other games in effect earlier tonight, and currently we got, it's just about to end. Caitlin Clark looking like she about to take her L to the Sparks and Cameron Brink, and let's see, the Connecticut Sun, they put some ass whooping on the Phoenix Mercury. So
get it, Lexi.
And the reason why I know that is because both of those games are on my parlay. So yes, both of those games they went well. They're about to go green. Yeah, they're about to go green for me. So fingers crossed. I got a couple more that I need to hit, and if they give me a cash out option soon, I might have to just go ahead and take that.
Now I don't recall. I did ask in the group. I said, everybody announce your team. Is your team the Phoenix Mercury, or you staying with it, or do you have another team?
I said the Phoenix Mercury, so I'm gonna do it like this.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of like how I'm a Phoenix Suns fan, but at one point in time, Steph and now Ant-Man, they my favorite player. I'm just gonna go ahead and do it. Phoenix Mercury fan,
but
I'm rolling with Angel Reese, dog.
That's okay.
I'm rolling with Angel Reese.
Ain't nothing wrong with that. You know what I'm saying? Me personally, I don't want to, do that yet. I don't want to do that yet. I'm rolling with the Sparks. You know what I'm saying?
Respect.
Get it, Lexi. Get it, Lexi. My girl Cameron back up the Brinks truck. You know what I'm saying? I'm riding with them. And but before I I gotta find a Hill type of player before
Of course.
I think I gotta. I just want to see it just a little bit more.
Bro, I was so mad watching because Rakia, shout out to Rakia, she said DT and them was struggling. Struggling ain't the word. DT went full Karl Anthony Towns. Last time I saw, she was 0 for 7 from 3.
That's nasty.
Like, come on now. That's what we can't do. We can't do it.
Now we posted in the group, right, about adding the WNBA to our parlays, right? Mm-hmm. And the funny comedic way that he explained it was, are y'all sure that y'all really want this smoke? And the way that he described it was the most perfect way ever. Because are y'all really sure that y'all really want us here and y'all want this smoke? And parlay smoke is totally different from reality. I will say that. You know what I'm saying? Because it's people that'll get mad and be like, yo, Bron trash. Just because he didn't cover whatever he had on the parlay. You know what I'm saying? It's things that we will say, you know what I'm saying? Oh, this 7-foot bum, can't get 4 rebounds. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like
Right.
that we would say. You know what I'm saying? Now that's just in the context of sport. Now I don't want this community. I'm saying it like that in the context of I ain't really trying to hear y'all get all sensitive now when people bring smoke their way.
Exactly. But the thing about it is, even before the gamble, like even before you add the gambling aspect, you got to be careful bringing dudes into your sports anyway, because a lot of these dudes is irrational, unathletic, and talk all the shit in the world from their couch. And now you got people money riding on it. So, I understand you want the popularity, but, it ain't just gonna be all good. It ain't just gonna be all like, everybody's gonna, be fans and cheering you on.
Yeah.
A lot of this is going to be blowing up your comments, blowing up your quote tweets, blowing up your replies. It's gonna take a different level of resolve and maturity to not always be in the comments watching, because some of these people are going to be annoying as hell.
Is it?
Really?
No. And the reason why I said is it is because they have an opportunity to set the rules, to set the standard, set the baseline.
Yeah.
They can have a discussion. They can have a spokesperson come out and be like, "Hey, listen, the stuff that y'all do over there is what y'all do over there. Y'all gonna come over here and y'all gonna treat us with respect." And if that's what they say,
that ain't gonna work.
I know it's not gonna work,
bro.
No.
They don't even respect women in real life.
I know it's not gonna work, but my thing is that is the standard that you are trying to set.
Bro,
because no. Just hear me out. I'm acknowledging that it's not going to work. I get it. I get it. But listen to me. But you are setting the standard, so there are some that have voices can start to echo some of these things and try to stop some of that wave. Or you can say, nah, we just want equality. And if you want equality, then you open the floodgates. You know what I'm saying? So you can try to put some of this you can put some of this flex seal on this leak. You know what I'm saying? You could try. You can make it a tip.
What day they say in next Friday when Roach was smoking in Pinky shop? That ain't gonna work. You still gonna smell it. You still gonna smell the shit that these dudes is trying to say, bro. Like, I'm sorry. Like, we've seen how like some of these weirdos and trolls already talk about women. How they talk about how they was talking about Carrie Champion, how they talk about Molly Carroll, stuff on their sports shows. How they talk about women, just athletes in general. And now you're bringing them over here, like them coming out and saying, "Hey, y'all want to do this over here?" That's only going to cause more trouble. You could tell them, "Hey, y'all treat us with some respect and this and that," and say because to me, you can't even if they come out and say, "Hey, we want to be treated this way," and they and as you put it, do you want equality or do you want to set your own standard? For one, it's never going to be equal, and two, the trolls are never going to adhere to their own standard. Bro, the trolls already be wishing people die, wish people get injured, all of this stuff. And now it's just going to open the door for just more trolling and more different jokes that they throw at these people. Because of, just gender alone. The motherfucker I can't stand, not Michael Wilbon. What's the motherfucker name? The fat motherfucker, Whitlock.
Yeah,
Jason Whitlock. He came out talking about how, everybody should be thanking Angel Reese and stuff like that. And she's the gift because she is the one that changed how, people view it, because, he didn't want to watch his WNBA trying to guess what their pronouns are and watch, Brittany Griner and stuff like that. I'm like, dude, shut the fuck up, because that's Angel Reese isn't the first one to come into the game and embrace her feminist side. What about have we not forgot about Skylar Diggins? Have we not? And so again, you allow these people the leeway to just get their shit off anyway.
But on the same flip side is they wasn't there. They didn't care. They didn't show up. So once again, now they are here. You wanted them here, though. Feel what I'm saying? You wanted them to be topics. You wanted them to be discussed. You wanted us to watch. You wanted us to be here. So we are here. This what comes with it. Ignorant, negligent, dismissive as it could sound, they here. And on top of that, even though it's Jason Whitlock, and you know he on my list that I hate, he made a point. It's a lot of people that agree with that. There's a lot of people that are here now because of that. You know what I'm saying? It's just a reality, but it's not the point that why they're here. It's the fact that now they are here. Now let's try to figure this out while we can before it gets out of hand. This is nothing. This is like NIL. Oh, now all of a sudden you try to put regulations on it. Now all of a sudden you want to figure this out. Oh, now all of a sudden you want to do some other thing when it's out of hand. When you could have set something, you could have set a standard in the beginning. It's kind of similar. It's a similar correlation.
No, it's not. Because how can you police it?
What do you mean? How can you police it?
You can start putting standards in place to police NIL, where eventually, like, okay, now every team gets a standard limit of what they put out. What can you do to, people in comments and fans saying certain stuff and the way that they respond to these women athletes? You can't police that because you can't even police the comments anyway.
But those are the things that we're not even highlighting, though. Those are the things that are just there. Like, I'm not highlighting those. I'm not speaking on those. Those are just that if you build a big enough platform, anything is going to be said. Like, but those are comments, those are engagement, those are things that that cannot be controlled. But what's on the on TV, what's on these podcasts, what's on these YouTube channels, what's on these things?
We can't police podcasts. People are already talking nonsense every day on podcasts.
Who listens?
Oh, a lot of people. The people who say the craziest stuff actually get the most views
because that's what they're listening for.
So that's my point.
I get it. You get what I'm saying, but I get what you're saying.
I get what you're saying. We're having a roll. What I'm saying is the practicality of the thing.
And like I said, we're having a role reversal of the past couple of weeks. You said you were thinking, oh man, we're gonna just get this for hip hop, and I'm like, we're gonna get this for hip hop. Like, these fans about to ruin this. And what did the fans do?
Damn, they took my goddamn cash away.
Gotta be quicker than that. But at the end of the day, we are here, and it has been exciting. I do not care how we got here. The fact that, like I say, we are here. You know, absolutely. We are seeing some things. We are seeing some highlights. We seeing more. I can speak for myself. I'm seeing more and more highlights. I'm seeing more and more discussions, more and more topics, more and more, things, to keep it more, keep the excitement up. They're doing exactly what we thought they were going to do. Are they focusing on one person more than they are others? Yes. But that's on you to now focus on.
Right. I do think they're starting. I think the love is starting to be spread, though.
I think I think some of the people are taking advantage of this right here. Like I said, as they should. That's what you're supposed to do.
I tell you what, the Washington Mystics, they know where they at. They in the brunch capital of the world. Oh, exactly. We get what? Hey, sometimes,
you gotta do what you gotta do.
I don't want to take this the wrong way, but I do think I do believe stuff like that. The WNBA needs to take a page out of like minor league baseball's book, where it's like it's very similar to what the Washington Mystics did, where it's like, yes, you come for the game, but you build a game day experience too.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? So I think if they're able to do that, that's when it's like, okay, cool. Like, you start getting people in the building. Like, hey, you got people, like, you got somebody in town for a concert. Hey, schedule that shit to be like right next door or something like that. Whatever the case may be, where it's like you can start like getting other people to do things like shit. Like the Savannah Bananas, like they do everything to make you're not going to do that in the WNBA because it's a professional game, but you could do things like that to kind of like just create the game day experience. I'm not saying like that where they got to be on the like court doing crazy stuff, but you know, have like, you know, do an amazing halftime show, like, you know, do certain things that are like, you know, pivotal to your city. Again, like the Washington Mystics brunch. Oh, DC go come out for that. You know what I'm saying? So it's all a part of it. And so like, and I get majority of these teams are sold out for weeks and, you know, games. So like I know that you know, the ticket sales are doing great right now, but I'm also saying do certain, like you got to do these things to keep up the momentum. And not necessarily just because, you know, you have like your team may be winning now or you have the hot player. Because I think I told you this, like everybody in they like nobody gave a damn about Colorado football. All of a sudden, Deion Sanders goes to Colorado. Everybody cares about Colorado. They didn't have the best of seasons. A lot of players left, a lot of things changed, and it's going to be on you know, that program to really do things to keep the outside forces engaged. Just Colorado, so the fan, you know, the students and, you know, stuff like that on campus, they're going to go to games possibly because, you know, that's just what you do. You go support your college football team. But to really keep, you know, the momentum of that brand going, you have to do things, you know, if you're not a winning program, to try and, you know, maintain that interest. And so I think that's what I'm saying. Was like, yes, I understand everything's sold out now, but don't just rest on your laurels and just be like, all right, cool, we got stuff, like we got the game sold up, because like these people, they just love a trend. So don't let this become a trend, and don't let it fizzle out.
Yeah.
Like, you know, we see the popularity of the women's basketball tournament, you know, over the years, and then it took off because the women's basketball tournament has always been great. But this year it went to another level. Don't let this be just like a moment where it's just like, all right, cool, like, you know, this generation loved it and then it just kind of passed.
Yeah, I gotta agree. You got to keep, like you said, you got to keep the momentum. Once you got it, like you said, you got them there. You got to do things to keep them there. You know.
Yeah,
that's the thing. You got to figure it out. Like I said, I get it. It's one, like I said, it might sound out now, but like you said, you want to continue this thing. And like I said, maybe that brunch, maybe you got to reduce. Maybe that thing. Maybe you can raise the prices if it's that hot. You know what I'm saying?
I wouldn't do that.
Oh yeah,
I wouldn't.
I'm just saying, you know how capitalism do. Like, you know.
Yeah, but that's my point. Don't get greedy.
Oh yeah,
because this is like,
that's
sometimes, right? You know, because sometimes you have to, the way it costs. Do you want, you know, 3,000 people there for, you know, $75, $100, or do you want 10,000 people there for $50?
Yeah,
$25 make a big difference.
Absolutely. All right, man. Shouts out to the WNBA. Keep it up. Everything that you got going. The Celtics did it. Now, we predicted that they were going to win. I think you had 5. You had them in 5, or I had them in 5 or 6. Is one of those.
Yeah, no, I think I had them at either 4 or 5.
I don't think you had them sweep. I don't think you had them sweep.
So I think I said sweep, but I said I was gonna go 5 because they was gonna get that dumbass game.
Yeah.
And they almost did it like 3 games in a row.
Yeah. So you said, I think I said 6. So I'm gonna go with that.
Yeah, you said 6.
But at the end of the day, I mean, technically, they could have lost games 1 and 3. Could have lost last night too, but they figured it out. They had to resolve. You know, they did their thing. They got the sweep.
Yeah.
How do we feel though about the Celtics now though? Because all the narrative is, oh, they didn't play nobody. They had everybody, all the star players was hurt every series they played. You know, they had the easy road to the finals, the easiest road to the finals. If they don't win, it's a but. Now that's true. If they don't win, it's definitely wholesale changes definitely need to happen. You know what I'm saying?
Because again, you've been in this place for how many years?
How many years? What I'm saying? Championship bus was always the thing that stuck. Right. But this road to the finals was, you know, the easiest road. You know, they didn't have to go through anything adversity. They wasn't battle tested.
But here's my thing. You know how you shut that up? Go win a chip.
I'm about to say I don't care. This ain't the NFL.
I don't care about it being in the NFL.
It shows in the NFL though.
But no, I'm saying it shows in the NFL, but I don't care about it because guess what? It ain't my fault who was in front of me.
Yeah.
Because what they always tell you, take care of business. And they also tell you any given Sunday.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
They beat the brakes out of everybody. Like you said, they had their tight game against the Heat when the Heat shot the most threes that they've ever shot in their whole life. You know, they had a couple. Did they have a couple mishaps against? No, they didn't. They had a tight game against the Cavs, like we said. They had a couple tight games against the Pacers, but they overcame those obstacles and swept them. You know what I'm saying? It's like they trying to find. It's like they just trying to find that. You know, it's championship or bust for them. So nobody really wants to give them credit.
Yeah.
Until they have to. So they want to just keep bashing them and keep bashing them and keep bashing them. Oh, Tatum took a step back. Tatum not even who we thought he was, and he's that. Oh, it's Jaylen Brown's team now. It's Jaylen Brown. They trying to do that again. They trying to pin these two against each other like that. Like that hasn't worked.
Right.
Like that hasn't worked. They haven't had any dissension, any arguments, any beef, any nothing. They said it the last time when they got the final. Or they said we couldn't play together. Like they have a genuine teammate love. I'm not saying that they hanging with each other after the fact, but they have genuine teammate love, and they actually figured it out. They have actual teammate chemistry. So we thought it was kind of clunky, you know what I'm saying, how they played. They have similar skill sets, and they in the way. They figured it out because, like I said, they added better players this team around, and they still doing their thing.
Of course. My thing about it is, yes, so what? You say, you know, who have they played and blah, blah, blah. It's like, all right, so what? You know, they have a team. They've done this, you know, they act when you play easy teams, they did what you want from a team, like a supposedly good team, when you play easy teams. Take care of business and get them up out of there. And that's what they did. And everyone talks about the injuries that they had. It can get real spooky because Kristaps Porzingis is talking about coming back for game 1 of the finals. So that does add a whole nother dimension to what made this team really, really good. And so, yeah, we may talk about the road that they got, you know, going to the finals, and the West is going to make it a little bit tougher. But this shit ain't just going to be no pushover with them now.
They match up with whoever that they have to play.
Of course.
In the final. And like I say, they match up very well with both of them. So it's like, I mean, I get it. They would actually need Porzingis way more if the T-Wolves happen to do a miraculous comeback and make it to the finals. But as of now, as currently constructed, they match up very well with the Mavs. And like I said, I'm not picking next week was when I actually pick, you know, do my prediction. But I'm just saying, like, even if they had an easy road, they were still the number 1 seed in the East. And I think they might have been the number 1 overall seed. They had the best record in the league, period.
Right.
So, so
what are we doing?
What are we really saying here? Like, you know, say we just want them to go through something. Look, don't nobody want to purposely go through adversity. Like, come on, man. Like we started to say some of these. We started to sound stupid with some of this criticism. Like, I get it. You don't want to praise them because, like you said, you're waiting to see if they win it all. Like I said, but that's the thing. They're gonna switch it up. Oh, this is now all of a sudden. Let them win. What, Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown will be the best scoring duo in the league ever then? You know what I'm saying? Like, we can start hearing stuff like that. Oh, Jason Tatum really is Kobe and stuff. Like we can start hearing some of this stupid rhetoric then. Like, just stop saying stupid stuff in the beginning with, and you ain't got to do with it. I mean, have you ever thought about that?
Yeah. I hate this narrative.
I mean, he was just better than them.
I mean, because do we not forget that he did go up against the Boston Celtics with Rajon, Ray Allen, Paul Pierce, and KG?
But let's go a step lower. Technically, those Pacers teams were good. Those Pacers, I think
with Danny Granger and PG, like
I think they had a better record at times. Like I remember one time the Hawks was the number 1 seed in the East, and he just ran through the Hawks. I think some of the Raptors teams that he ran through had better actual team records. Like these dudes they had better records. I mean, he is LeBron.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He made it look easy. Anybody else did what he did. Because if it was that easy, somebody else should have been able to do it.
Yeah. Like, let's see. I'm about to find it. Hold on. Let me see. The 2012. Oh, my bad. Go ahead. Yeah, we ain't got to do that.
We ain't got to do. The Celtics only got to the finals once.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? It's been a new finals person since Bron left. Each year.
And when he was over there,
it was just Bron. So if it was that easy, or you know what I'm saying, if he wasn't battle tested, then somebody else should have been able to just do this.
Because like you say, how was he the only one in the East with an easy road? Because if he in the finals every year, he playing teams in the conference finals now.
It's
so
like, it's what it. Yeah, I'm not. It's not. Yeah, it's not really. No.
Yeah. Oh well, but I mean,
it is what it is. But
then he won in the West too. So was it easy over there? But
got to the conference finals too.
Yeah,
won and got to the conference finals too.
Yep.
So I mean, maybe he's just Bron. You know what I'm saying? Some of these rules don't apply to him.
Whoa, would you look at that, right? Like maybe sometimes you just might actually be good and be able to
do some of the things. Shouts out to the Celtics. You did your thing.
Shout out to the Celtics, man. They holding it down.
You was the number 1 seed, and you did what number 1 seeds do. You got there. So shouts out to you.
Shout out to Brad Stevens too.
As of now, we're recording. It's tied up right now. They about to go to halftime of the Mavs and the Timberwolves. Mavs are up 3-0. Even if the Timberwolves happen to win this game, they are not beating the Mavs 4 times in a row. It's just the way that they've been playing is you prolonging the inevitable. Like you just waiting to hit purchase on that Cancun ticket. Like I get it though, as a pride purposes. I'm definitely not trying to get swept.
You get paid per game. You get paid per game in the playoffs.
I ain't trying to get swept, so I get it. Pride purposes. I'm definitely gonna try to do what I got to do to at least get one. But like I said, they ain't definitely, you know what I'm saying, they ain't beating them 4 times. And the thing about it is, I know in the preview that I said Cat is the X factor. And obviously he's definitely looking like the X factor in a negative way because he hasn't shown up not one time. But
that's what you don't want to be.
But I think I'm going to take it a step further. We are actually seeing the value of coaching. Like, and I'm going to give Jason Kidd some credit. They have an amazing game plan. And the beauty of their game plan, they have not yet had to get out of it. Even if they've been down a couple times in this series, all they had to do was just stay the course, and it's going to come back to you because they have not had to get out of this game plan. Yes, the Timberwolves have changed a couple things. They stopped doing some of this drop defense with Rudy. They started blitzing a little more, starting to do a little bit more trap. They ain't doing enough. They ain't doing enough to get out of the game plan. And you think about it, in all the sports, we seen the team in playoff sport, we seen teams game plan. And we always say, who makes the adjustment first? It's always like that. Who makes the adjustment first? But the thing is, if you don't have to make an adjustment, you're doing exactly what you practice. Oh, the confidence that you have. Oh my God. It's a beautiful thing if it goes to fruition.
Yeah, and honestly, that's the problem because it almost seems like the Timberwolves don't know what adjustment to make. Like they've had these games where it's just like, what do we do? Like where do we go from here? And it's like, you know, all last series you heard the talk about, oh, the Timberwolves were constructed to beat the Nuggets.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's all good and dandy until you're not playing the Nuggets no more. And you know, I get what you have to do because they the big dogs, but it's just like, yes, you're constructed to beat the Nuggets, but that can't be your only mode of like, okay, this is the team that we're here to beat. You have to be able to switch it up also.
I don't want you to lose your point, but I'm glad you made that point. Please don't lose whatever you had left to say.
No.
But that right there, that's like your Super Bowl was beating the Nuggets. Yes, I'm correct. But you know why you're hyped up by beating the Nuggets? Because they've been hyped up as one of the best teams, the new dynasty in the making. They the best team in the whole. They got the best player in the league. They got all this. They got everything. They the reigning champs. We did all that. Everybody, all you've been hearing all year. I don't see a team that can beat the Nuggets in the whole 7-game series. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And then when you do it, it's like, all right, cool. But what comes after that? And so I think what it really comes down to is just like, hey, man, yeah, you gotta understand, yes, construct your team to, be able to beat this team, but that can't be just like the end all be all. You have to have things where it's just like, okay, this can travel as well. You know what I'm saying? That's just like he's literally physically in the way. Yeah, and so it's just like, I think there are some things and some adjustments that could be made.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know if they're scared to make them because they're stuck in their ways.
Yes. No. The word you used was wrong. They're not scared. They're prideful. This is pride, bro. Bro, I have an all defensive player on the team. And Rudy Gobert. I have Defensive Player of the Year award winner, Rudy Gobert, right? I have another player that made the all defensive team in Jaden McDaniels, right? Yeah. These are two players that we hang our hat on their defense. But these are also two players that are struggling to stop those opposing players, right? Like, bro, Jaden McDaniels is having a time with Luka because he's not strong enough.
Yeah.
Right? That's not his matchup. He's a great defender. But what you don't want to do as a coach, you don't want to look him in the eye and say, hey, bro, you can't check him because I got too much pride. My pride is I believe in you. I believe in you. And his pride is like, bro, I can do it. That's prideful, bro. This is the playoffs. Because what they're not seeing, what you don't want to say is, bro, Kyle Anderson the better matchup against Luka. What you never want to say is that because Kyle Anderson is not known for his defense. But the thing about it is he's strong enough to hang with Luka. He's giving Luka a fit. What you need to be put like they did tonight. They put Jaden McDaniels on Kyrie because that's more of his matchup. That's more of his style.
And again, he's strong enough to put a body on Kyrie and hang with Kyrie. But again, Luka, that pace that he plays with, and basically that below the rim game that he plays with, it's just like, yeah, he can't. Sorry, Jaden, you just ain't there yet.
And once again, they let Anthony Edwards say, yeah, Kyrie, my matchup, I got him. And Anthony Edwards has known to be a good two-way player. He's known to take on a matchup. What happened these first two games? He got tired.
And that's the thing that you have to kind of realize as well, where it's just like you gotta save, like you said, it's coaching. Sometimes you gotta save your players from themselves because guess what? If you don't have Anthony Edwards offensively, y'all don't have no shot in hell.
Nothing. Especially when you're not getting nothing from Cat.
Exactly. And so what you need to do is like you could tell Anthony Edwards, like, look, I'll let you guard Kyrie in spurts. Even like in clutch time, if you want to take Kyrie in the last minute and 30 of the game, okay, cool. When we really need you. But you ain't that ain't just finna be your matchup, this like for a whole 48.
Yeah, nah. We haven't seen those in a very long time.
Yeah, absolutely not.
Like even when Kawhi was with the Spurs, Kawhi didn't start checking the star player to the fourth quarter.
Yeah,
like they had Danny Green doing that for the first 3 quarters and stuff like that. And everybody always praised Kawhi for his defense, but like I said, he wasn't doing the whole 48.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Guess what? If you don't have them to score,
then that fourth quarter ain't gonna mean nothing.
16 points because he's trying to defend.
Yeah.
Nah.
And on top of that, like you said, they know Rudy is defensive player of the year. Like I said, their Rudy hasn't been getting played off the court like he was in Utah. I mean, he was against the Denver series, but they just didn't take him off the court. But yeah, you feel what I'm saying? So they gonna ride with their man. Like inside the NBA been saying, you should have been going small. Because why are you big?
Because for what reason?
They ain't big. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm almost finished.
Because like you think about it like this. You throw out there Jaden McDaniel, Naz Reid, Kyle Anderson. You know what I'm saying? What's going on? So you throw out a lineup of Anthony Edwards, Kyle Anderson, Jaden McDaniels, Naz Reid, and then you allow Cat to play a stretch 5 role. Come on now, like you have scoring, you have the switchable matchups and stuff like that, and you have players on the floor that you can have to guard Kyrie and Luka.
Like the thing is, like, we get it. The low hanging fruit is to just blame Cat, and Cat has not showed up at all. He ain't even giving you 20 a game. Like you said, as a star player, 20.
You called yourself the best shooting big man in the game. That might hurt. That might hurt more than playoff P.
Yeah. Oh, that might be a.
Yeah, we might have to do that one.
We might have to
which was a bigger curse. Which was a bigger curse to their postseason. Playoff P or the best shooting big man in the game.
We gotta end off. Because like I said, it's the low hanging fruit to just blame him. Of course, we can just blame Rudy. Everybody hates Rudy. That's easy. Just what I'm saying. Oh, they shot the game went on Rudy. Bro, he would have shot the game went on everybody. If that, it's.
At that point, anybody was going in against anybody. Hey, Cat been playing like he got the Joel face, like
the Bills. And that's the thing, and that's why I'm taking the most. That's why I'm giving the credit to Jason Kidd. You know what I'm saying? Because his stars are showing up. Because he's putting his stars in position to excel. And on the flip side,
and guess what? Not even his stars. I always say your stars should be your stars. If they're stars, you should be able to count on them. It's the other guys, and that's who he's really getting. You know what I'm saying? You know what he was getting out of Lively before he took the knee to the cabeza. You know, Gafford looked like oh, he looked like okay. He took Gafford out of DC. Got him playing. He got PG up out of Charlotte. I said PG. We got PJ. I can't even get the man name right. He got PJ. The real playoff P. The real playoff P. Like, damn, you was this good this whole time?
Yeah.
Shit me.
And
I never knew.
And that's the point. More and more teams should start doing that. They should start looking at these sorry-ass teams and going to get them. Like, somebody should go get Jaden Ivey from the Pistons before Monty ruined them. Listen, I'm getting ready to go on vacation. I'm going to holler at y'all. You know what I'm saying? Y'all hold it down. Do what y'all do. I'm out. Feet in the sand. You know what I'm saying? Drink in my hand. That was ball unintentionally. You didn't catch it.
Nah, I caught it.
You know what I'm saying?
Freaky ass nigga, 69 guard.